All right, so how do you learn math in distance learning in Mr. Chisholm's class? Well, really what you want to do is make sure you are doing your formatives, getting feedback, and then using Ask the Teacher time. And then you should be prepared for your summatives if you're doing those things. So how do you do the formatives? You know, you miss class, you're not there. What do? Well, you're going to want to go into the folders and watch the video lessons. So every assignment has a video lesson that goes along with it. So let's say you haven't done any assignments yet, and you're like, I need to get going on the first one. You look in here and you say, well, week 1 doesn't have anything, so week 2 it looks like Monday number 1, Intro to Polynomials worksheet. Okay, I'm going to go into that. All right, Monday is what it says. So now here it says Intro to Polynomials Part 2 video lesson. Okay. Now this is Part 2. It says right in here at the top, if you haven't watched Part 1, please go into the Week 1 folder and do that. Okay. So I haven't watched Part 1, so I'm going to go into Week 1 and watch that Part 1. Okay. So let's see, Mr. Chisholm put this in here. I'm going to watch this. Okay, so we are going to, and I want to watch it all the way through, maybe take some notes, make sure it makes sense. All right, I got all that information, cool. Now I'm going to go into Monday, let's watch Part 2. Now usually, most of the time, you're only going to have one video that goes with an assignment. This one happened to be a little bit longer, so this was split into 2. Okay, that doesn't happen very often, but it happens on occasion. So now I want to make sure I know this information. You might want to get your assignment. I downloaded it already into Notability from Schoology, so I have it, Intro to Polynomials worksheet. It says identify the degree of each monomial. Okay, that's the thing I need to learn how to do, the very first thing. So I want to watch this whole video, but I really want to pay attention when that comes up. I'm going to start this up. Okay, so we're going to continue our lesson on polynomials. If you haven't gone back and watched if you haven't seen the first part of this, okay, so I'm just going to watch. Okay, now here it says find the degree of each monomial. Okay, well that is the same directions. Identify the degree of each monomial, same directions here, okay? So now I want to watch that video, but I want to be really paying attention here, writing down anything, so I know how to do that, and then maybe you just go and do that part on your assignment right away, so you have it, okay? And then I'm going to keep watching. All right, and again, I probably want to take some notes, but I get to this part here, and it says, for each polynomial, rewrite in standard form, then identify the leading coefficient, degree, and number of terms. Classify or name the polynomial. Okay, well, that's important because now I notice on my assignment, it says the exact same directions. I can see down here, I've got to do all that stuff. Standard form, leading coefficient, terms, degree, name, but I also noticed that they're doing the same thing in this video here, okay? And so I watch that, I really pay attention, and then I get through that stuff, and it looks like here, now there's another example that's just the same thing, same directions, but if I was confused on that first example, here's another one, okay? So now I just want to have those as in my back pocket, pay attention, and then now I should be able to do this assignment, okay? So that's really what you want to do, is make sure that you're paying attention during these video lessons. And again, take notes if you need to, but you can watch those video lessons as many times as you need to. If you were in class, we go through this together, but if you miss class, then you can watch this a bunch. Now, if you're still confused, then it's your job to come in to Ask the Teacher time from 1:30 to 3 and get help from Mr. Chisholm. That's really, really important. So how do we learn in Mr. Chisholm's class? Number one, attend class, But if you miss it, make sure you get the video lesson. If you're in class and you still don't understand, watch the video lesson again. So watch the video, okay? Try to do the assignments. Pay attention to where they look the same, okay, when you see similar directions. And then come and get help if you need it.